I think they're going to say they're sizzling.
What?
Sizzling.
They said settling.
Unsettling. Unsettling. They're going to say that they're very unsettling moves.
Why was now the perfect time to return?
Oh God, loaded question. So much has been going on in the past year and a half with Max and myself and our family. Max was in Ukraine with the war, and then me with constant miscarriages, and now one failed IVF. So I just took it upon myself to really sort of go back to my roots after this first IVF failed. I was like, what do I want to do? Where am I most happiest so I can get through this and just feel good about life? And I realized that I've just really missed dancing. And I've kind of just come back into it and fell back into it. And it was the best decision I've made, because I'm not stressing now, oh my God, am I pregnant? The constant worry about when the second baby's going to come. So I think it's taken my mind off it, and I'm doing what I love with a great guy.
Out of all the fellow castmates, who do you think is going to be your fiercest competition this season?
I have zero context. That's a question for her.
I mean, everybody. I know that most of the women have some sort of experience. And, obviously there's Wayne Bradley as well, who is he does it all. So there's a lot of competition. But, I think
Damn you, Wayne Brady.
I know, damn you, Brady.
It's a combination of things. I'd always said no to it because I perceived it as reality TV and it wasn't a point of interest. This year, when the offer came in, my fiance asked me to be a little less pig-headed and at least take a look at a show. And so I saw my first episode. She put it on the TV and I was awestruck. It is incredibly beautifully done. The dancers are so talented, but I am insecure. I am not a good dancer. I'm self-conscious. And so the ability to take a space like this that is a fear-based space for myself and get to be around somebody as good as she is. And I've been very fortunate. You're so kind. You're so patient. She's such a good teacher. And so I get to transform a place that's inadequacy and fear in my life into something that's joyful.
Huge, beyond. I mean, I've seen every episode dozens of times, the movies. I've watched And Just Like That. Is that the next one? Yeah, the newest one that came out. I was pretty stoked because, look at him, number one. The hunk of Sex in the City, everybody would, give their right arm to dance with him, I think. So I was just so fortunate, though, that when I went into the room and I met him, he was a nice guy, humble, down to earth, like, thank God there's no ego. There's no look at me, just he's nice and he's dedicated and he wants to be here with me and work through everything and, give his time to me. So everything just aligned and it's a really nice surprise. I feel great about it. I think, having Conrad Green back as well to execute this whole massive show and put it together. I think he's bringing it back to its roots, bringing it back to what it was in the height of Dancing with the Stars, back in season 10 when we had 23 million people watching the show. We want it back there, and Conrad was the person to bring it back. So I think having Mark and Louis and some of these familiar faces coming back was the right thing to do. I think they're an asset to the show. They are the show, they're the faces. So I think it's great idea.
I got a great surprise at the announcement this morning with Selma. Selma Blair. I absolutely adore her. I know Selma from when we were kids, starting out in this business. And she's had an incredible journey. What a struggle she's gone through in these last years. And how just brave of her. I thought I was facing a fear space. Just so brave and courageous of her to take this challenge on. So I'm really excited to see her do real well. And I'm loving her dog here too. So.
Interesting.
We learned how limited my hips were.
Yes, we learned that he's a little stiff and we need to oil those joints. That's what we learned. We also learned that he has a great frame. He's got great lines. his shoulders don't come up when we're in frame. So I was super pleased with that. You know, like footballers are up here and, you know, basketball players and stuff. So no, there's lots of good things. We just need to get the hips moving and grooving.
I think they're going to say they're sizzling.
What?
Sizzling.
They said settling.
Unsettling. Unsettling. They're going to say that they're very unsettling moves.